thank you for being here. There's now 2,500 of you, and I couldn't be more grateful that I'm one of your sources of entertainment. I figured that due to the higher interest in people wanting to see my top favourite moments of the channel so far, that we would reveal that at 5k subscribers, so slap like now and subscribe if you want to see that video. Sorry. But I'll make it a top 10, and by the time we hit 5k, there'll be even more moments to choose from. So it'll be an even better video, I promise. Today, we're going through what I like and don't like about driving this Vauxhall Meriva. So I drive a 1.4 litre 2009 Vauxhall Meriva Life. It packs 88 brake horsepower, a top speed of 104 miles an hour, does 0 to 60 in about 13 seconds, and is front wheel drive. First, we'll go through what I do like. As far as Vauxhall's car designs go, I definitely think it's one of the least eyesores when compared to some Corsas, Zafiras, or the Gilas, and even the more modern Merivas. I'm sure there's already some of you telling me in the comments that I drive an oversized fridge on wheels and that your washing machine can achieve higher RPM than my engine, and that you'd much rather do donuts in Mackey's car park in your 1 litre Corsa than to ever be seen as a passenger in this thing, even if you had a broken leg and needed taken to the hospital. And you're probably right. But for a first car that I purchased off my mum, it could have been worse. I needed plenty of space to get all my stuff to uni, and this car fit the bill perfectly. I was convinced by, and I quote, "You don't know what problems you're buying with other people's used cars, so just buy mine." But my MOT history can argue that I probably should have bought someone else's. Anyway, we're talking about what we like here. Where were we? The rear lights are an absolute cinch to replace. It's literally 4 screws and done. I can have it done in 3 minutes whenever a bulb goes, and I always try to keep spares. The sheer volume of storage space means that over the years I've had very little not be able to fit in the car. I can fit bikes inside it with ease, beds, medium-sized kitchen appliances, drawers, storage units, and even a smart car. This does unfortunately mean that whenever a friend needs a tip run, I'm the first call. The seats are definitely on the higher end of the comfy scale, and being fabric as opposed to leather, or some kind of leather substitute, means you can wear shorts in this car in summer and not slip off the seats in a water slide of your own sweat. If things really go downhill, I'll just live in this thing, I don't care. This random blank panel below my hazard button was a perfect place to put my Bluetooth button for my Mowforth A129 dashcam. For a mum car, acceleration isn't awful. In fact, it's actually arguably fun. It's a decent drive. And it's probably my favourite thing about the car is that despite the fact that it looks like the most boring, mundane thing in the world to drive, it does shift a little bit. Yeah, it could have a bigger engine, yeah, it could be quicker, yeah, it could be lighter. But do you know what? I enjoy driving it. I never thought I'd say... Honestly, I started... Before I did my first ever driving lesson, my dad used to give me driving lessons on Walton Street. Anyone who lived in Hull before Walton Street was shut off to the public will know that that was where everyone went. That was where you got the crash course from your parents. And I absolutely hated this thing. I stalled it like 13 times in a row. And I never thought... Don't get me wrong, it's taken a long time to happen, but this car really, really has grown on me over the time that I've had it, which is 4 years, 2 months now, I think. Now for what I don't like. The biting point on the clutch is extremely high up, leaving very little margin for error. Adding revs first consistently prevents stalling, but also means that making the front wheel spin is much more likely. Replacing the front light should only be attempted if you're willing to accept that you may need a skin graft afterwards. Having a CD player as opposed to an aux means that my music choice is extremely limited. This isn't Moana. This fucking window. This thing rattles when it's hot and can often be heard on my camera. And you'll never unhear it now. I've just ruined my channel. These things. If my next car doesn't have electric mirrors, then I swear to God I'm going to erect a cage around these things. If I had a penny for every time a passenger and myself has knocked these. Number one priority for my next car. I don't give a shit about the specs. Well, to an extent. Just as long as I have goddamn electric mirrors. This is a minor one, but the rear windscreen wiper often just sits wherever the damn hell it pleases. You watch, it won't do it now. There, it sticks like at an angle. It's a small thing, but that annoys me. Why? Why don't it just, do you know what I mean? My most hated thing about my car is this. Don't think I'm being stupid or anything. Don't think that I've got it locked or anything. Because look, that's unlocked. That's locked. Now if I take the keys out, go unlock, unlock. Come on, you cunt. This is the only way I know how to get this open. And I've got to do this every time I need to go to a petrol station and fill up, and I look like an absolute maniac. I keep this. The thing is, I don't understand. I keep this really lovely and clean. I always wipe it. Well, it needs a wipe at the moment, but there's that thing. That thing just doesn't. I don't know if it gets stuck in there or what, but as I say, I clean that constantly. I've tried lubricating that. I've tried everything. If anyone has any solution in the comments, let me know. But yeah, watch this. Right, so if I lock the car. Now unlock the car. It goes in. So there I can... Look, no problem. But if I lock the car, reopen it. Did I just fix this? Did I just fix this on the spot? Fuck off! Fucking hate this thing. Oh, fuck me. Right, that's in the way. That's a little bin. It's a little bin I've got. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's comfy.